Hello my dear viewers, I'm your host Rakesh with the webinar topic EURUSD and GBPUSD technical analysis on 3rd of September. Today is 3rd of September 2021. Friends, I am a DUSCAD community member and I'm not an employee of DUSCAD. So whatever we are going to discuss here in this webinar today, all the views, opinions or any trading ideas if we talk about, they will be of my own and they have nothing to do with the DUSCAD bank. And as the name suggests, we will be carrying out the technical analysis of euro against the US dollar and the Great British Pound against the US dollar. We will also carry out the technical analysis of other major pairs, but we will devote more time to the euro and the pound. In this session, we will be strictly talking about the technical analysis only, and we will not be talking about any rate changes or any fundamental aspects. As a technical analyst, we already know that every information, whether it is political or fundamental, is already priced into the chart. So we will try to follow the charts only for our analysis. In this program, we will only be using the candlesticks charts, and we will try to find the important levels or the key levels for all the pairs under discussion and see how we can make use of these key levels to trade. If you are new to the technical analysis, I would request you to go to our channel page and then select the playlists and search for the profitable candlestick patterns and the profitable chart patterns playlist. If you go through those playlists, it will help you in understanding what we talk about in this program. At the end of the session, I'll be taking the questions from the viewers if they have any. So I would request you to keep your questions to be asked till the end of the session. Last but not least, everything that I say in this webinar is only to increase or enhance your knowledge. You cannot trade just based on the webinar or whatever I talk here about. So you please do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on the line. With this standard introduction, I would like to give you a risk disclaimer too. So this is the standard risk disclaimer. You can go through it quickly and then we will switch to the live chart of the euro dollar. Alright guys, on your screen right now is the live chart of the euro US dollar. But before we start our discussion, I would like to welcome our daily viewer Damien Schwer. He is here. MGA has notified us yesterday that he will be away for a week or two and will be watching us not live but afterwards. So Damien, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining us. So today on the first thing that we are going to discuss is the euro against the US dollar and see how technically 1.18996 was our level that we had marked on the chart based on these highs here and these highs here, and also notice how this 1.1899 level or 1.1900 to be specific is also a psychological handle because it is anything that has 000 at the end has a psychological is a psychological handle. Okay, so where from here now what can happen is the price can either break above it or can get rejected here and go back to 1.1847. so we have to look for the selling opportunity. If you remember that the price has made a low here and we are looking for a lower high now, it can go to all the way to 1.2181 also, but any resistance that the price meets, we will be looking for an opportunity to open a short position if the sellers are able to overpower the buyers. But from the daily chart today, it does not seem like the sellers are able to overpower the buyers till now, because there is still 5 hours and 53 minutes and 50 seconds remaining for this candle to close, and in those 5 hours the price can either go up or down. So at the closing of this candle, we will know, at the closing of current candle we will have more information, so as to whether the buyers are in control of the market or the sellers are in control of the market today. So if this candle closes red today, then we will have a big bearish pin bar, and tomorrow we can have a small sell order below the low of this candle. It will be a pending order, okay, and stop loss will be above the high of this candle, and we will be targeting this 1.1704. so this is the recent low actually which the price has made. So we will be trying to achieve that only and only if the candle closes red today. We will not be opening the short position right away. We will be waiting for the price to make a lower low than the today's candle's low. So in that case, we will be keeping a pending sell order below the low of today's candle, if and only if that today's candle closes red in color. Okay, this is the one thing. The alternative scenario can be that the buyers take control in the next 5 hours and 52 minutes, and they are able to close the day above 1.1899 region. In that case, we can be sure that even at such high prices, there are very aggressive buyers and they want to open their positions in the long direction. So we can be sure that the price is going to go up, but we will not buy straight away. Okay, what we can do here is that we will see if the price goes up here, if the price goes up and comes back again to test this broken resistance at 1.1900, and if this resistance starts acting as a fresh support, we will try and open our positions at that place with the target of 1.1975, and we'll try to find as small stop loss as possible, not based on the numbers here but on the basis of the lows that the recent candles form here. Okay, so we will try to get approximately 70 to 75 pips of profit here, and we will try to keep a stop loss bare minimum that is 10 to 15 pips here in this case. Okay, so this is the idea here. Although if the price is able to break above 1.1975, then this falling channel line will be the ultimate resistance for the price when it meets this line. I hope you got the idea how we are going to open positions in the euro, if for that matter. Now my friend Damien was saying yesterday that he wanted to sell euro and buy US dollar. With all means, Damien, you can sell euro and buy the US dollar, but not now. Only when you get a confirmation that now sellers are more aggressive, then only you open your sell positions. Okay, till now the buyers are in control of the market. They are able to close the day higher than the open, so we will not be selling this market. Okay, now the second pair that we are going to discuss is the British pound. You see how this channel resistance is continuously acting as a resistance also on the 4-hour chart. I just want to see on the 4-hour what is happening here. All right, so we are almost approaching the confluence of the resistance at around 1.3886 today. This is a very good level. If the price tests this today, it will be a very good area to open the short position in the Great British Pound. Although you see on the last 8 hours we have seen very bullish price action, but this is an area which a lot of people might be watching to open their short positions right now. Okay, and the price action here suggests us that there is a possibility that the short positions, fresh short positions may get initiated at 1.3886 levels. So we will also be looking for an opportunity to go short. Like that opportunity can arise in the form of this pin bar here like this, or a bearish pin bar like this, or a bearish engulfing candle like this. So such things are like an information edge which helps you in taking informed decision Right now this candle is telling us that it is not possible to sell this market at this price. So maybe wait for the price to go and test this level, which may be even tested even when we are talking about this webinar on in an hour or so. So we'll wait. Okay, let us see what can happen if it strikes here. Then the price can come back to this rising channel's support line. This is one scenario. Or the other scenario can be that if the price breaks above this line, then this 1.3886 level will start acting as a good support for the price. Now if you are new to the technical analysis, I must make a statement here. Most of the time when a support is broken, then it tends to act as a resistance, and most of the time when a resistance is broken, it tends to act as a support, and vice versa. Okay, so when this resistance gets broken, we will see if it starts acting as a support, we can open the buy position, same as we talked about the euro, and we can target these highs at around 1.400, which is also a very big psychological handle. And see when the price goes here at 1.4, how the sellers react to that and how the buyers react to that when it comes from the top. So 1.4 is a very crucial level, which if tested, the price I think will definitely bounce to the other side. Even if it has to break 1.4, it will not break it in the first instance, and that time when the price hits 1.4 can be used as an opportunity to go short in this pair, first for the small profits, and then if it continues down, then for the larger profits. I hope you got the idea. Okay, talking about the New Zealand dollar is almost hitting the measured broken triangle target. It is almost there. 7170 is the resistance which we had measured when this triangle was broken. But there is a lot of gain in New Zealand dollar already, and these levels here, actually this was the lower level. Actually I should have made it one line here also at these lows here. Okay, which the price has already tested on the daily closing basis. If the price closes below this level, that means there are more and more sellers above 0.7150 level. We have marked this price marker at 0.7151, so it's a level, it's a zone. Actually it's not an exact point, it's a zone. That is 0.7150 is a zone where you can get resistance, and I think the resistance is already being met, and people are already trying to sell this pair. Okay, so here it seems like after making a high at around 0.7166, the price came back to give us a low of 0.7128. so it is like approximately 30 pips of pullback. Maybe on the 1 hour chart it will be more clear. Yes, the price came back and now is slowly going up, although it is still an inside bar. These two are still inside bars for this one, and the last candle of 1 hour seems like going to that level of 0.7151 again. If the buyers fail to close the day higher than this one, I think it will be very difficult for the New Zealand dollar to go up. For some reason New Zealand dollar is very bullish, but unfortunately it has already entered this zone of resistance, which was actually a very good zone of support in the past. See how good support was this price here, 0.7150 levels. So now this time when the price goes this here, actually it has already gone there, so I'm expecting it to get rejected, or if not get rejected from here, then at least some pullback to the downside, maybe to the level of 0.7104 level is possible. And if that happens, that can give you another opportunity to open buy positions if you want to. Now you remember that we had discussed that this level at 0.7104 was a recent high that the price had made, and 7110 for this one, and the price has already closed the day above this, so this level can now act as a good support. So if the price goes back to test this as a fresh support, we should be ready with our guns loaded, and we should be ready to open fire when the price comes here. So now the expectation is that the price may get rejected from here and come back to this level and get up from here, or maybe even come back to test 0.7088 to get rejected from here to the upside. Now this is just a speculation. The price has not moved in either direction from 0.7150 yet, so we will only wait and watch how it happens. If we get a price near 0.7104 and we get a bullish price action here, like this bullish pin bar here, so I think that will be our chance, a second opportunity. The first opportunity was this one, after it closed the day higher, then it came back and the buyers pushed the price higher. But if we get another chance near 0.7104, that will be our opportunity to open a long position in the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. On the contrary, if the price comes back below this 0.7088, then 0.7045, 0.7000 may be tested again. Australian dollar is also playing the same course, but it has just now met that crucial trend line that we had drawn joining these lows. And after the break of this, we can say if this was a break, if we consider this as a break, then this right now is the retest of that neckline again. And I am really expecting a lot of sellers sitting at these current levels to push the price lower. And if they do so, then we can see these lows at around 0.7110 again in the Australian dollar. On the contrary, if the price is able to close above this neckline, then 0.7563 will be exposed on the daily closing basis. Let us switch to 4 hours to do the micro level analysis of the Australian dollar. It was moving in a very good channel. Now this is an inside bar on the 4 hourly right now. I think the buyers are facing some problems here, and if the sellers are able to take control here, then there can be a change of guard and can push the price back to 0.7110 here, somewhere here. USDJPY is yeah, looking bearish, but has not been able to close the day below this low. Actually has not been able to even test this low here. But yes, if we make a symmetrical triangle from these two here, like this, if we just make a symmetrical triangle by joining these highs, then I think this is already broken. Yeah, this is already broken on the daily chart, but the candle has not yet closed. If the candle closes here below this, then anything below this, I think low of 109.58, then you can get a 109.11 again. But this is so small as a range to trade, because the stop loss will be much higher. So I'll say just stay away from this market when it is in between. But on the contrary, if it goes in the either direction, like 109.11 or 110.50 zone, then that is a possibility that if we get a bearish price action like this here, then you can open the short position and play this range. This range is actually almost of 140 points. Yeah, so you can play this range when you get it close to the range ceiling or the floor. Okay, talking about the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, yesterday we had spotted a bearish pin bar as well as a bearish engulfing candle at the resistance, and today there is a follow up, and the price has been able to trade below 1.25286. Right now the pair is trading at 1.2511, has made an intraday low of 1.2493. so safely, if the candle closes anywhere below 1.2528 in the next 5 hours and 39 minutes, that means 1.2421 is exposed now in this market. Okay, if it closes the day below. So we will see how the weekly closes today, and if it closes below 1.2528, we can expect the price to go to 1.2421 and maybe 1.2364 also in the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. Now talking about the USDCHF, USDCHF is actually trading nowhere. This is a daily candle and the price is just consolidating It is even in the mid of the support and resistance, small support and resistance of 0.9099 and 0.9165. So actually the price is not going anywhere. When the price does not go anywhere, stay away from such markets. But if you ask me which is the immediate resistance, 0.9165 is the immediate resistance, and if you ask me where is the immediate support, then 0.9099 level is the immediate support for the price. Euro GBP. GBP is looking stronger than the euro here, and it is also witnessed on the daily chart of that. But after closing a high, then after closing higher than this 0.8558, if you see, then this is the second time that the price is coming back to 0.8558. See how when last time price came back to this level, it got it got bought back immediately, that in 5 candles it saw another high which was higher than the previous high. So I think that 0.8558 can invite more buyers for euro against the British pound, but yeah, I cannot speculate it, but I think that there is still more steam in this pair, because uh, after making this bullish pin bar here, the price failed to close below the low of this candle the next day. Today, of course, the pound is looking good, so that is why euro is also euro is also good, pound is also good, but euro has met a resistance at 1.1900 on the daily chart. So after small pullback, I am expecting the pair to go up again, that is 0.8558 may offer some buying opportunities here if you want to buy. Okay, and whatever low the price makes here, that can be the low, and below that 2 to 5 pips can be used as a stop loss, but the target will be 0.8594. And if it does not qualify as a 1:3 risk to reward ratio, then I will suggest that you stay away from this market, because I'm not sure where you're going to get that opportunity, if your stop loss will be 5 pips or 15 pips or 20 pips. But yes, you have only 20 to 30 pips to make, so better you just wait for the right time, because if you take a trade near this channel line, you will have more room for the downside and very small stop loss like 20 to 25 pips. So waiting in the forex market and sitting on the sideline sometimes is very profitable, so I will suggest you stay away from this market. At least there is no opportunity here right now. Talking about the gold, oh my god. This is nice. Actually, this chart is nice. This is 4 hour. Maybe that's why I was more surprised. But daily chart, it will not surprise you much. All right, now it's good. So you remember that the flag and the pennant that we had discussed. So this is the flag and this is the pennant, and this is what happens when the flag is broken. So right now it is trading into the resistance already, but we had talked about it already that if the price closes above this channel's high, then it can test this 1.1831 region, and if the pair is able to make a daily closing above this 1.831 for the gold against the US dollar, it can also go and test this falling trend line, which is by joining the highs of the recent highs at around 3rd of August and 30th of May this year. August was of last year and May was of this year. So now the price is moving in this triangle, so expect a lot of resistance or sell off when the price meets this falling trend line here. And if the price is able to break above this, then 1916 is the next level that we will be looking for in the gold. All right, talking about the CHF against the JPY. JPY is looking stronger at the resistance. It is giving us a bearish pin bar as well as a bearish engulfing candle. So expect some more losses on the way to this this pair, but there is not much movement, so I'll say just skip this pair. I don't know why we are just keeping it on our charts. We have actually kept it on our radars because we are expecting an up move here. I mean a break to the either to the upside or to the downside, but right now it is in a very good consolidation. So this pattern, when it breaks out of it, it will give us a big room, like almost an opportunity of 360 pips are there possible on this pair. But right now there is nothing. So just stay away from this market for now. Euro New Zealand, oh my god, now this is what amazes me. This is the power of price action. We had initiated a position at 7122, yeah, and we had a small stop loss of around 42-45 pips, and we have a take profit of almost 480 pips, and the targets are achieved finally on 3rd of September, that is today. So whoever is there, I think 1.6650 was the level where I asked you to book profits to my friends if they are there. So now is the time, but if we see a candle closes below this 1.6637 on the daily closing basis, that means there are more losses on the way, and the next stop for the price will be almost 1.6487, and after that 1.6321. So there's a lot of yeah, I just love this part. All right guys, if the price somehow because of any reason starts going upwards, then 1.6693 is the level where it may face resistance, and after that then 1.6774 may start giving resistance if the price starts going upwards. Okay, on the downside we have support at 1.6487, and 1.6321 is the ultimate target for this short sell. Silver, like I said, that silver is looking for sellers. This consolidation here did not look well, but today because of US dollar maybe crashing, so 24.79, actually 24.81 was the level where we were looking for the selling of silver, and right now the price is actually trading at that level where we wanted to sell it. So this is called speculation. Right now if you want to open a sell position, you will have a small stop loss but a big take profit target, but there is no confirmation, so this is called speculation. But on the contrary, if you see that 4-hourly candle today is this one, or the next 4-hourly candle as a bearish pin bar or a bearish engulfing, then you can open your sell positions with the confirmation that now sellers have taken the control of the market. Right now if you sell, you are not sure that the sellers have taken the control, but you expect them to take control now. So I sometimes am very aggressive in such scenarios when I'm sure that the silver is looking for sellers, then I will open the position. But right now, okay, I will just discuss the support and resistances, because I don't want you to become aggressive traders, because conservative approach is more profitable than aggressive. So if you see some bearish pin bar, which I don't think that is possible in the 4-hour, because even if you see a bearish pin bar, you will not be opening your positions before the weekend. Okay, so just stay away from this market. Maybe we can look for another opportunity in the silver on Monday or maybe Tuesday. Okay, right now it is trading at the resistance, and the next resistance is this rising channels resistance line, and the support is this here 23.84 is the horizontal support, and this rising trend line of the same channel is the support as well. Ethereum trading at 3975. Like I said, every time the price meets this rising channels support line, this will be acting as a resistance. The price today has made a high of around $4031, which was I think an all-time high for this one. No, not an all-time high. All-time high is 4382, which we are going to target. So yes, the price is slowly moving that direction. Every time there is a small pullback and it again moves to the direction. 4382 is the ultimate resistance, where I think there can be some more profit booking. Right now we are not in a territory to open long or short, so yeah, stay away from this market also. Litecoin is approaching a resistance of 208. One can look for a shorting opportunity to this one, but current daily candle, you see how bullish this is. Do you think after this such a bullish candle somebody will be ready to open a close down their positions? No, but those who are technical analysts, they know that here was the low, here was the high these two times, and here was the high, so they may be looking for opening the sell positions. Okay, if somebody opens not somebody, but if a lot of people open sell positions at 208, then the price can go back to 191 again. So there's a possibility of 19 to $20 here, the downside. Okay, yeah, with a small stop loss above 210 or maybe 211. Talking about the crude oil has closed the day higher than the falling trend line, but is finding it difficult to follow up. Has the price has seen a higher high than yesterday, but the higher prices did not remain there for long and was rejected again. But this falling trend line is continuously acting as a support. See how this is a long line. This line is continuously acting as a support for the price, and the price has failed to see lower lows than these lows. In this candle, the low was 72.70 and today's recent low was 72.73. That means the buyers are coming to rescue the price when it reaches the lows. So till now the price has not seen the lower low than yesterday or day before yesterday. Actually, what is this? Is 4 hour, this is daily, not yesterday but on the 4 hour, I mean. Okay, so yeah, buyers are still trying to take control of the market, but this candlestick, if it closes red, then it can be a problem for the buyers. Okay, because I think people start looking for opening the sell positions. But although the price has closed the day above this falling trend line, so expect this broken trend line to act as a support whenever the price goes to test this line. Okay, and now on the upside we have to draw our levels. On the upside, this is 75.62 is what the price will be looking for, and on the downside 71.87 may offer some support, but in that case price will have to come back below this falling trend line, which will not be a good idea, which will not be good actually for the Brent. Okay, Swiss index broken below the symmetrical triangle, but buyers came to rescue. I think on the 4 hour we will be able to make out what is happening here. Yeah, a break below, but suddenly the buyers are in. So if they close the day again inside that symmetrical triangle, I think we will be up for 12,450 and 12,572 in this market. But if the price closes below this symmetrical triangle, then we will be up for 12,066, I think, in this market, which will be, I think, a good thing for the Swiss market, because a correction is very much required for any market to go higher and to see higher highs. CHF, euro against the CHF, although this is a pair which moves very slowly, but if it has already given a close above 1.0840 yesterday, although it is meeting the channel's resistance line right now, but I think it can give you small pullback at least to the level of 1.0840, which will definitely this time will be acting as a good support for the price. So keep an eye on this level when the price meets here. I think even you can trade this market on the 1 hour. When the price goes here, I think you should be looking for a buying opportunity. Okay, buying opportunity here. Okay, and in that case you will be keeping your stop loss just below this whatever the low the price makes here at that time, and you can target this falling channel's resistance line, or in alternative scenario you just wait for the price actually to hit this channel's resistance. I mean, you let this price come back here, let it go up, and wait for the price to hit this resistance. This is this channel line is actually a long-term line, and you should wait for this channel to be tested by the price. If the price tests this channel and gets rejected here, then that means there is a possibility of more losses here, because in the long term this channel has been acting as a good resistance for the price. How many times? See, this is from where it started, this one, 1, 2, 3. After 3 tests, if there is a rejection, that trend line gets validated. So this is a valid trend line, and when the price comes here, at least those who open their buy positions here, they will be selling their positions to get unloaded, or there will be emergence of fresh sellers Also notice that I did not actually draw this line, but if I put a horizontal line at the low of this here, this one here, it perfectly aligns with this, not perfectly but almost aligns itself with this falling channel's resistance line. So there will be more sellers, those who will be looking at this level, they will also be looking at this level and see how it was a resistance in the past. So yes, I think this is a very good level for somebody to open its sell position. So expect more and more sellers near 1.0885 region. So if there are more and more sellers which are going to open the position, that means the price is going to go down, and that will be your time to open short positions in euro against the Swiss franc. All right, and if you open your short positions, your first target will be 1.0840. Why? Because this was a recent resistance, the price has broken. When the price goes back again to this level, will act as a good support. So you should try to book your initial profits or half of the profits here if you open the positions here. But that is again possible on Monday or maybe Tuesday, so we will watch and then talk about it later. Okay, GBP against the Japanese yen. Now actually the price is now in the middle of nowhere, but if it meets this falling trend line, expect some sell-offs from there, and you should be looking for the selling positions here. Okay, although 152.66 is a very good sell zone, but it has to close a day above this falling trend line if the price has to go to 152.66. so there is a possibility that the price may never go there at 152.66 and may come back from here only, or otherwise if the price goes above, then it can also go to 153.44. but right now it is not a sell. This is a spinning top in the middle of nowhere, so we will not open any sell positions right now. But on the contrary, if we see, okay, maybe we should correct this channel a bit. Yeah, if we see a closing below this channel's support line, we can test 151.16 and 150.49. so we will trade accordingly. Right now it is not closing below this and not closing higher than this, so we will just stay away from this market or keep an eye on this market at least, because GBPJPY moves very fast when it starts moving, so we'll keep a close eye on this one. Okay, GBPCHF, no surprises. Yesterday it closed the day higher than this. We said that as and when the price meets this line, it will act as a support. Today the price on the 4 hourly came to test 1.2632, and yes, it is a good support for the price, and now it is giving us a bullish pin bar as well as a bullish engulfing candlestick. So now the next target for this pair is 1.2802. okay, and your stop loss if you open the buy position now will be lower, 2 to 5 pips lower than the low of this candle, which is at around 1.2626 right now. You can keep a stop loss at 1.2620 or maybe 1.2619. in that case, if you open the position now and keep your stop loss here, then it will be 45 points of stop loss, and the potential take profits is 130 to 140 pips away. So yes, it is almost 1:3 risk to reward ratio. One can open the position now or maybe later if you think that the price may go down and give you a better opportunity. All right, talking about the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is daily chart. Okay, Bitcoin is trading much higher than the 50,405 price marker. If you remember, what was the price marker that we had made here? Okay, it was this low here. It has already been tested now, but this test looks like the price, the bulls are still there in control. All right, first there was a doji, now the sellers are trying to take control of the market, so there is a possibility that the price will come back to 47,057 again. But if you see the daily chart, then you will notice that this is a very bullish close already. So if the price closes above this mark of 50,405, then expect 64,000 coming here soon, 64,848. okay, on the downside we have a recent support at 47,057. if the pair closes above 54,05, then we will see higher prices in this one. Dollar index, yesterday we talked about it closing below this falling trend lines, which did not act as a support, and now the price is going down. Of course, this falling channels support line acted as a support for a while for this price, but I'm expecting more losses for the dollar, at least to the level of 91.76, which was the recent lows in this market. Okay, with this we are done with the price action analysis or the technical analysis of the pairs as well as the dollar index. The time is 40 minutes we have been into this webinar. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the chat, otherwise I will be wrapping up the session for today. So yesterday my friend was Damien was saying something about the visa. He said that it is looking very interesting, and Damien, I think if you are into stocks, then today the price has almost come to short it again. The price right now is 226.66 and you can sell it from 226 to 228 region. Okay, and keeping a stop loss above 236, you can target first is 220 and then 205 if you remember. You want to see that? Okay, wait, I will show you that. Yeah, have a look at it. This is interesting. Yes, really interesting. You see, yesterday it closed the day below, much lower actually, at around 224, and it had opened at 230. Now the price is giving us a pullback. It can pull back to the max, I think maximum it can pull back to 230, but I'm expecting it to get a lot of resistance near 228 to 226 regions. It is already at 226, and if you're looking for opening a short position in this one, then your stop loss will definitely go above the high of this candle here, which will be approximately 236 to 237. But your first target will be this low at 219, and after that your second target will be 205, and third target will be 193. So it is up to you, you want to take this risk or not, but this is what I'm projecting for this market here. Okay, otherwise you can make a small channel here. All right, and can expect the market to move in this channel. So I will just lock it here and we'll see how it moves in the coming days. Thank you very much, guys. I will just try to wrap up the session. Till now, I hope you got the idea about the support and the resistance levels that are of interest in the coming days and hours. Please keep in mind to never risk more than 1% of your capital on any single trade. This is actually a very good quality of a professional trader. He risks only 1% or less on any single trade. Okay, and you should always look for a potential profit of 3 times. If you are not going to get 3 times of whatever you are risking, if your plan is such that it will not give you more than 3 times, then you should not open that trade, because statistics say that if you open the trade only if you know that you are going to get 1:3 risk to reward ratio, then there is a high, very high chance of you being profitable in the long run. Now with this note, I shall end this webinar. Please press the like button if you find this webinar useful for you. Leave your suggestions in the comment section and consider subscribing to the channel for more such webinars. Also, you can join the Dukas Copy Forex community, like them on the Facebook, and the links are there in the description. I wish you and your family a very happy and profitable weekend. Thank you for watching. See you on Monday. Bye bye.